What's going on, guys? Ironcane here, back with another World of Breakers video. And in today's video, we are going to be, which could potentially be the very last Raider tier list of Dragon Ball the Breakers, because we truly do not know what the future of the game looks like. And if the next Raider really is going to be Golden Frieza, then I don't know how much this list is going to be changing. So let's see, dude. So I played all the Raiders this season to get a gauge of how they fare and how they are doing. And now with the addition of Gamma, Cell Max, and Magenta, the list is going to be looking a little bit different. Now keep in mind, it is going to be a pre-buff Gamma's tier list. So let's go ahead and go through it here. So I'm going to kind of bounce around. Let's try to knock a lot of the level 1s out of the way. So for level 1 Frieza, I typically like to have him in C, just because he has a, maybe it's a little too high. I'm gonna throw him in D for now. But the reason why I like, level 1 Frieza, let me just go ahead and pull him up, actually. The reason why I like level 1 Frieza is because he's the only level 1 in the game that has a tracking super, which actually, to be fair, technically, the Gamma Blaster does have some tracking. Actually, is it Gamma Cannon or Gamma Blaster? I forget. There's like arrows that shoot off on one of these that should have some tracking. I forget which one. But yeah, so for Frieza, he has this Death Wave, and this has really, really good tracking and homing in on survivors. He has the quick one-tap melees, and he has Zarbon and Dodoria. His other Supernova super attack is pretty bad, and he has a scouter to help him find survivors. He has increased health, and he is very slow. This is the worst thing about him. And they did make it easier to get out of level 1 as well. So making him a little bit... Honestly, with all that, I think C is fair. I think C is fair. Alright, so honestly, I'm about to just make another tier here. Let's just make it a row below. Let's make this green. I'm just gonna call this Once I Revert, because I don't really count Larva. Larva is kind of in a tier of his own, because I mean, how do you really rate a Raider that can't really do anything, right? I mean, unless you just throw it in like a D tier. This is gonna be Cell Match tier. You guys can't actually see that text, so let me change the color. Make it like silver. We'll get to that. I think you guys are pretty aware of who that's going to be. And we'll make this... Ooh! Which I imagine you guys probably know what that's going to be as well. So level 1, Spobovich. Now... I am really tempted. I'm like legitimately tempted to throw him in B. I'm so dead ass. I'm being so dead ass, because with his return to egg ability, I really think the fact that you could do like a Spobovich challenge with like not really much worry is pretty cool. And the fact that you could like level 1 strat with the STM against Premades, I don't think this is really like realistic, but it definitely is a strat that you can do. Maybe B is a little too crazy, but I think he's at least C, man. I think he's at least C. The Summon Yamu call is really solid, in my opinion. He has a standard health pool, so he can take some hits. He just doesn't have a break strike, right? So if you get caught and, you know, that's pretty much like death sentence there if you're like getting jumped by like 6 people. But that also goes for Frieza here as well. Sorry, I had a hair in my mouth. I'm actually down to throw him in C. I'm actually super down. I mean, I'll see like who we're gonna be putting in D. Cyberman is weird. Cyberman is weird. I forget where I put him last time, but the Cyberman is actually fairly decent now, because you literally just need to find one survivor, and if you get a quick grab, that's an instant level 2, right? Instant level 2. And I think you only need 4 civs. And Vegeta auto pops the Cyberman around, what, 3 minutes? 3 minutes and a half? So even if you're struggling to get survivors or civilians, Like, it's honestly not as bad. So, like, low-key, I might even throw him in C as well. I think people might argue to make him higher. I mean, like, this is probably crazy. It's probably crazy. 3 civs. Is it really only 3 civs? Chat is telling me it's 3 civs with the Zarbon. If that's the case, that's insane. I feel like that's... Oh, so we're talking about Spopovich. Spopovich, yeah, it's only 3 civs now. I think Zarbon it's 4, but Spopovich is definitely 3. Goldo. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it is crazy putting any level 1 higher than C. Although I think Goldo is good, he's just too fucking squishy, man. He's just too squishy. His Ki Blast suck. I mean, I think there's some interesting things that you can do with him. Let me go ahead and look at his kit. So for Goldo, he has time for... He is the only level 1 besides Gamma 2 now. The only level 1 that has a break strike. It is shorter than Gamma 2's, which is actually pretty funny, if I'm not mistaken. What the hell is Gamma 2's? Yeah, it's 60 seconds. That's actually hilarious. But I guess Goldo is technically squishier. But he has 2 super attacks. He has Volley, which is okay. And then Paralysis, which you can be very cheeky with. One strat that I like to do with this is, like, say, run into a cave, throw this out in the front of the cave, and then bait people, and then, like, try to make escape and, like, you know, play around that type of stuff. So, I mean, Goldo, you could argue, like, he's, like, bottom C. I mean, you could even argue that he belongs in C. Am I glazing Spopovich too much? I don't know, man, because that instant call is crazy. The instant call is actually insane, man. Because what, like, let me look at it again. Let me look at it again, because you don't get it frame 1. You don't get it frame 1. I think, yeah, 60 seconds have to elapse. If you're dying in 60 seconds, that's, like, crazy. But, yeah, you can, like, teleport to the egg. That's essentially your break strike, and you could argue it's better. I think he belongs in C, dude. I think he belongs in C. I think I'm going to keep this for now. Level 1 baby. We're throwing in Tier because he's fucking ass. As soon as you hear Flying Nimbus, it's game over, bro. It's fucking game over. I ranted about it as much as I needed to last season when we did this, so I'm not gonna fucking yap your guys' ears off. Level 1 baby fucking sucks hot wee wee. You need 5 civilians, assuming that nobody interacts with any infective civs, which most people are afraid to do so anyway. And if you hear Flying Nimbus, you're fucked because you can't get anybody in the air. So the only buff they did to him was increasing the help me call. And now you don't even spawn as close as you did to survivors, which probably shouldn't have been a thing in the first place. But that helped baby and makes him even worse now. Gamma 2. Gamma 2 is interesting, man. He's interesting. This is gonna be controversial because I low-key feel like you could do this, but I feel like there's probably some people that feel like he's here. I don't know, man. Let's look at his kit. Let's look at his kit. Oh, it's 30 seconds at the start of match for Spopovich. Yeah, I mean, I think that just gives him more ammunition to stay. I'm doing this with chat, by the way, in case you're wondering who the fuck I'm talking to. Yeah, so Gamma 2, he has 2 super attacks. The Gamma Cannon is, okay, so this is the one that locks, you know, follows survivors' tracks. Gamma Cannon is a solid snipe. It's not bad, 20 seconds, and then Gamma Blaster is not bad, as well. Cooldown time shortens during the 3rd stage of the evolution. Interesting. Okay. I just think his Ki Blasts are kind of mid. You don't start off with your fucking Gamma Strike for some reason. I don't know why. You don't have Limit Burst. So you only have 3 active skills. Energy Scope is pretty solid. Energy Barrier is pretty solid as well, but it's a long fucking cool. I think they should reduce this to 45, man. At least at level 1. At least at level 1, I think they should reduce this, dude. It's too long. It's just too fucking long. You know, I think if you're a good raider, you can make Gamma 2 work, but I think there's a reason why they're doing an emergency patch for them. Man, You could even argue that Goldo is better, like, kit-wise in certain aspects. But I do think he's a little bit better. If you want to do this, I'm not going to, like, fight you. But this is personally how I'm feeling right now. That's how I'm feeling. Alright. Did we do all the level 1s? Level 1. Oh, Zamasu. Zamasu C. I think he's probably the best level 1 in the game. I'd say. Because he has a dash, which is pretty solid at the beginning. I mean, I'll admit, both of his super attacks do kind of suck hot wee-wee. But, I mean, whose doesn't? I guess besides Gamma 2, to be fair. So let's look at him. Yeah, so he has God Splitter. Yeah, I mean, you're not using his super attacks. They just fucking take too long. But you have Key Detection, you have Holy Severance. He has this at frame 1, but it's a fucking better dash. And is it a shorter cooldown, too? Okay, it's not. It's not a shorter cooldown. But still, I would say his dash is a lot better. I think his Ki Blast are a little bit better as well. But also, it's just like, you die with level 1 Zamasu, there really isn't that much of a, you know, a drop-off. And you could argue the same for the Gammas, but I do feel like there is a more noticeable impact losing Gamma 2 as opposed to losing Zamasu. So that's partly why I'm putting Zamasu as the best level 1, just because there's, like, less negatives as opposed to, like, losing Goldo or losing Gamma 2. Losing the Zarbon is pretty bad. And obviously, like, losing these guys lose you the fucking game, Frieza and Boo. But, is that all the level 1s? I believe we tackled all the level 1s, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Yes, we did. Alright, so, moving on to level 2s. Let me see here. Alright, so the best level 2 is probably... I think it's between... Oh, it's Nappa. What am I even talking about? 100% Nappa. I think every Radar tier list I've had this discussion with y'all. Without the Cyberman, he's probably down there. With the Cyberman call, he's an A. Nappa is the best level 2 by far in the game. It's not even close. I don't know why he slept on. I feel like he doesn't get the glaze that he deserves. Murder Grenade is great because it has those active frames. When you throw it, you throw this on the key. They cannot work on the key or res somebody or summon whatever they need to do for a short amount of time. Break Cannon is now been made better. There is that AoE explosion at the end. Oh yeah, level 2 Goku Black. That's true. That's true. I mean, they're probably both maybe the same tier. But I also do think he slept on. But yeah, his Ki Blasts are really good. His Alt Fire is really good. His Scouter is good. Very short cooldown on that. Playing a Cyberman can be fucking broken if you're really toxic with it. The Cyberman Call can stop survivors in their tracks, whether they're transformed or not. But then Ki Explosion, you know, it's just a basic break strike. And I don't know if this one deals damage. I forget if it does. Yeah, I forget if this one deals damage. I think this one does and Vegeta doesn't. Not mistaken. And then he has the one-tap melee, which is really, really strong and abusable. So yeah, that being said, I do think he's probably my, you know, biased favorite level 2. But of course, there is the legendary level 2 that is Goku Black, right? So he is probably the better level 2. Because you can't really level 2 strat with Nappa like that. You are going to be losing him, and then once you lose him, supplies will spawn, and it'll kind of like, you know, domino effect from there. Yeah, level 2 Goku Black is very fucking insane. He is the creator of the level 2 strats. You know, he has access to Zamasu, who will passively fly around the map and attack for you for free. And what's crazy is that he just has a lot of evasive options and a lot of escape options as well. He has a 20-second dash. I think you can reduce this by 5 seconds. You have to upgrade this. Having a 20-second dash on this character is fucking paramount if you are doing the level 2 strat. Joining up with Zamasu is fucking insane. The fact this is a 30-second cooldown is wild. So wherever Zamasu is on the map, saying you're getting jumped in like A, for example, on Highland River, you could teleport Zamasu if he's in C or D and fucking get out of dodge for free. And you could even save Zamasu because Divine Ray Bomb actually calls Zamasu to you. So if you see somebody trying to vanish kick and defeat Zamasu, you can just pop the super really quick and buy Zamasu some time. And then, of course, you guys have heard me glaze Black Kamehameha enough. This super attack was so good and so crazy that they literally went back to all the old raiders in the game and added an AoE effect. So all the other raiders could be up to stuff, or up to snuff, I forget how the expression goes, with Goku Black, right? And in terms of Ki Blast, he has spammy, like regular, like thin, like line laser Ki Blast. And then he has like a kind of a shotgun spread on his alt fire, which is good that, is good at like jumping situations and kind of just catching survivors in general. He's great. He's really fucking great. And he's the reason why the level 2 strat exists, for better or for worse. Alrighty, moving on. Level 2 Frieza. Level 2 Frieza, I'm conflicted on. They definitely made Zarbon and Dodoria better. Does that mean that level 2 Frieza moves up in a tier? I feel like previously I put him in B. Let's go ahead and look at his kit really quick. Oh, you guys weren't even seeing that. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I just moved him to B. Alright, so level 2 Frieza. The reason why I like him is because of his super attacks. So he has a standard snipe, and this is comboable, I believe. So if you break strike, Zarbon Call, full power energy wave, that is going to combo. And then explosive wave, which is really cool about this is, and I explained this a bunch of times, but if you have the lock-on reticle on a survivor, even if you aren't in direct range to shoot them, say if they're behind a crate and you can't actually shoot them, explosive wave will teleport to where they are. So say if you're not even in direct sight of them, or if they're hiding behind something, but you have that lock-on reticle, if you pop this, it will follow them and actually damage them, which a lot of people don't realize. Which is also the same for Nappa. I forgot to mention that with the Cyberman call. When you have that lock-on reticle, the Cyberman will automatically teleport right to where the survivor is, and they won't be able to do anything for a short amount of time. So just adding on to the Nappa glaze. So I guess the worst part about level 2 Frieza is his speed. His speed is kind of lame. He has a combo, which is good. He's honestly very solid for defending the STM because of his explosive super. But his Ki Blast can not be countered. What the hell am I saying? Okay. Yeah, so we're going to keep him. I think B is fair. I think B is fair for him. I mean, if you want to do this, I think that's fine, but I'm going to keep him in B. Honestly, while we're on the topic of Frieza, actually, maybe I should just stick with level 2s. We're going to put B for Boo. B for Boo. Boo is definitely better. Boo has definitely grown on me over the years. He has a combo. You can Angry Shout into a Vanish Kick. I don't believe you can combo that into Innocence Cannon. It kind of depends on the range or the distance that the survivor is from you. It is fucking massive and it is fairly quick, but the survivor might be able to vanish it in time. Angry Explosion is a skill-based super where, say, if you see a survivor going in for a melee, if you pop this super at the right time, the survivor will whiff, and the whiff animation lasts so long that the super will hit them. It actually does a lot of damage. You can use this if survivors are trying to fucking plant a key. You could pop this on a key. The worst part about this super is that it leaves you open for a long period of time. Say if you have a really fast survivor super attack like Motionless Kamehameha or even Masenko, you can pop 2 of those supers in the time that it takes for this fucking super attack to end after you get your iframes. That's how open this fucking super leaves you. I feel like they should low-key change it. But of course, he has Gogo Gun, which is really, really good. You can combo this into his Innocence Cannon super attack. You can Vanish Kick into Innocence Cannon. You can melee combo. You can spam Ki Blast. You can just fuck off. Whatever you want to do, right? And of course, Boo is going to be healing on executions as well. I think Boo is very fairly solid. He's just one of the older raiders, and unfortunately for him, his Ki Blast can be countered. So if someone is running a transfer like a level 4, and they get a summon off, they can just completely shut you down because of that. But I do think he is fairly strong. Alright, so moving on for level 2s. Raccoon, dude, I think Raccoon is really, like, a lot of these level 2s are actually very solid. Well, I mean, we'll get to him. Raccoon, his issue is his squishiness. Like, I want to put him in B so bad. I really do. Like, I love his moveset. Like, the only thing that's bad about Raccoon is Eraser Cannon. I just can't put him... higher than C. And, like, this order, like, probably should be this. This is just, like, what I'm feeling at the time, just based on, like, importance. I just can't put him any higher than C because of how fucking squishy he is. But he has the Scouter. He has the Raccoon Ultra Fighting Pose, which is arguably the best break strike in the game because it has a lot of iframes and it has a lot of active frames as well. Every like pose that he does will knock survivors back and deal damage. And then the Raccoon Kick is pretty good as well. It can get you some distance. And Raccoon is actually the first raider, to my knowledge, to have a charge. So he has two charges. He has a dash kick, and then he has the Raccoon Mach attack. And this can make you go across the map really, really far. Most survivors are not getting hit by this, so this is mainly used for traversal. And then Raccoon has a Racer Gun. If somebody's planning a key, you might be able to hit them with this. I don't know why this doesn't have an AoE effect on the end of it for some reason. Would have made it a lot better, at least like semi-usable. It doesn't, as a really fucking long wind-up for whatever reason. His Key Blasts are very spammy. He essentially has level 3 Frieza Key Blasts at level 2, but they can be countered with certain Key Blasts like lasers and spammy ball-based Key Blast. But that being said, I think Raccoon is just really good. It's just that he's squishy, dude. He is squishy AF. Alrighty, so moving on to the other level 2s, we have Cell. Low-key, he's like the end of C. Level 2 Cell is pretty bad, man. Yeah, funnily enough, I would at one point consider him to be better than level 3 Cell or second form Cell, but the tables have turned, man. The tables have turned. After Image is still really good. 20 second break strike or evasive is very good. He has that, and Solar Flare is his only combo. But he only has full power energy wave as a reliable super tech that is a snipe. It does have the AoE effect, which is nice. Special Beam Cannon is trash. The only time you're ever going to be landing this is on a Solar Flared Survivor, but you might as well just use the melee, unless you know for a fact that a team is running like after Image. They're going to cuck you with that. His Key Blast can be countered. I mean, I guess you could maybe win level 2 strat with Cell because of his health pool. Actually, with that in mind, yeah, he's at least C. Yeah, he's probably top of C then in that case, because you could actually level 2 strat with Cell just because of his massive health pool, and now with there being no supplies, I think it is possible. I just don't think he's good enough kit-wise to put in B. Personally, if you want to argue that, fine. Me personally, I just think I have to be honest here. His kit is just not worthy to be put in B. I think these guys' kits are just a little bit better, in my opinion. They all have combos. You could argue Cell has the combo with, Solar Flare, but that takes a little bit more setup. Alrighty, so moving on, what other level 2s do we have left? Baby. So, Baby Vegeta, I think, has grown on me over time, especially with how fucking bad the Gammas are. I think I'm going to put him in B. B for Baby. And I think he's probably a smidge better than level 2 Frieza. Allow me to explain. I think A is a little crazy, but where the hell is Baby? Let me take a peek at him. Yeah, so Baby has 2 break strikes. It's pretty fucking good, and honestly, if you want to argue that he's A, I think that's totally fair. Honestly, what holds Baby back so much is his level 1. I do think Baby past level 1 is actually pretty solid. He has 2 break strikes, one of them being a 30-second and the other being 90. You're typically not going to have servants. Maybe you'll have 1, but you shouldn't really be wasting them at this time. And then Wild Buster is going to be your dash, which unfortunately you can't reduce the cooldown of like you can with Goku Black, but it is pretty solid. And he has 2 very good super attacks. Finish Breaker is really good for crowd control, and Big Bang Attack is going to be your sniping super, right? And the dash is good for combos, and Baby's melee is actually not bad as well. Baby's pretty... Is he A? No, because he doesn't have combos. He doesn't have combos, dude. I feel like combo potential is really important here. I mean, you could argue this and maybe even argue the end of A. I mean, is he better than Nappa? I mean, I think Nappa just has one of the best kits in the game. But I feel like if I'm getting jumped, Baby versus Nappa, I feel like I'm a little bit more confident I'm going to live with Baby. But, like, I feel like if you play well, you could also make Nappa work. But it's just, like, you're only living with Baby because of the larger health pool. Like, it's not because of his, like, kit inherently, in my opinion. Yeah. You know what? I think I am glazing Nappa a little bit too hard. It's just the survivors deal way too much damage. You get caught twice with Nappa, it's game over. Like Baby, you could argue maybe, you know, 2 to 3 times, 2 to 4 times. Nappa, you get caught probably twice, it's GG's. Like it's just, he's just too squishy. Yeah, I'll probably do this actually. Yeah, I'll probably do this. I mean, you could argue bottom of A. I'll put him the top of B. I just think overall his kit, like, although he has combos, like, this guy arguably doesn't have a bad, like, thing in his kit, really. He has alt fire as well. His keep up, yeah. Honestly, he probably does belong in A, but I'm gonna keep him in B for now. But, yeah, he does have alt fire. Yeah, I mean, everything is pretty much good besides the call servants, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, we'll do that. We'll do that for now. What other level 2s do we have? Gamma 1, man. Gamma 1 is fucking... Like, I want you guys to understand, I love the Gammas. They're my favorite fucking characters in Dragon Ball ever, really. I fucking love these guys. I mean, these guys are practically the fucking same, dude. Do they have the same health pool? These guys are literally the fucking same character, essentially. I don't really know if, like, Gamma 1 is, like, that much better super attack-wise. Yeah, I mean, he has an AoE. It's a little bit bigger on here. Does this have an AoE as well? It does, but it's a little bit smaller. This is, like, this is your snipe. This is, like, I guess your crowd control snipe. And then, he basically has the same exact fucking moveset. They do have a combo. If you guys aren't aware of their combo, you can Gamma Strike, Vanish Kick, and then you can Super. Does he have more health? If he has more health, like, I guess I'll give him... I mean, he's either top of D or bottom of C, dude. Like, it's not that much better, guys. It's really not that much better, man. I think that's all. Oh, Broly. I almost forgot about Broly. Broly, I think, is fucking A, man. I think Broly is A. I think Broly is great. I mean, is he even S? Let's take a look at him. So he has Aura Trap, which pulls survivors in. He has Gigantic Power, which increases... I forget what the hell. What is all this doing? I totally forget what it does. I haven't read this in a while. Increases power level, boosting Ki, blast attacks, movement speed, and super attack cooldown time. Interesting. Yeah, so this is your break strike, and it is buffing you as well. It's 60 seconds. And then Gigantic Charge is one of the best charges in the game. It's really fucking quick. And Broly, by the way, has this when he fucking spawns as soon as he exists. And it's literally 10 times better than the Gamma's fucking charge. But he has it automatically for some reason. I don't know why. Planet Crusher, it can be kind of crazy. You can use this to kill civs. And you can use this to body camp if you want to be a scummy raider. And then he has Enraged Shout, which I believe has AoE now. Oh, it doesn't. Actually doesn't. I'm very surprised by that. Okay. I mean, I think his Q blasts are fairly solid. The only way people are going to be, you know, avoiding them is if they have, like, resistance and trained by an angel on. But if you have Aura Trap, it's going to make it, or not Aura Trap, if you have Gigantic Power off, or you popped it off, it's going to be even more difficult. I think, you know, at the very least, you got to admit that he is, at the very least, B. I think he's A. I think he's A. I think he is very solid. In my opinion, just because of that early advantage that he has, if you play him well, I think even against Premades, he has a, you know, fair shake of doing well. And that's all of the level 2s. So, let's move on to level 3. I'm just gonna knock this one out of the way. I think Rose is fucking Z, man. I think Rose is Z. I genuinely think Rose is, at this point, probably the best level 3 in the game. If I'm like, am I crazy by saying that? Like, his Break Strike is a combo. Did I mention that for level 2? If I didn't, I'm going to reiterate it here. His Break Strike can combo into a Vanish Kick, and you can super attack off of it. You can do that at level 2 as well, by the way. At level 3, it's just better, has more range. And I don't know if it does more damage, but I imagine it does. He still has Join Up with Zamasu, which is fucking cracked. He has a dash, which is slightly worse, but actually has a shorter cooldown, funnily enough, because I have this upgrade. This is 20 seconds. This is just 20 seconds at base, which is pretty solid. And you can reduce this even more if you wanted to. This is crazy if you land any of the blades. When the survivor gets knocked back by the explosion, you can Vanish Kick and continue to do that combo again. So say the survivor gets knocked back, you can Vanish Kick combo into Super Black Kamehameha. And Super Black Kamehameha has a wider range than regular Black Kamehameha, which already had a pretty massive fucking range. This just hit me, and I feel like it shouldn't have. Same thing with Divine Ray Bomb. Again, you could save Zamasu with it as well. He has really good fucking Ki Blast, and he has Alt Fire with them as well. If you take out Trunks, you win the game. That's it. You take out the fucking Super Transfer of Trunks, you win the game, essentially. I think Rose is fucking cracked. Me, personally. I think he's fucking insane. I think legit he's better than Fused. Deadass. It's just that he's level 4, so you can't melee him, right? Vegeta, I feel like I don't like this. Even if this is wrong, it feels right, dude. I probably could have phrased. Anyways, I feel like Vegeta belongs in S, man. I feel like Vegeta belongs in S. I feel like people gotta give this guy his fucking flowers, dude. You know, he's aged really well. I think they buffed him in the right spots. I think they've made the Nappa call better. He's really strong, dude. Both of his super attacks are really fucking good. And he's essentially level 2 baby. But I think the Gallic Gun is a pretty decent snipe, and it has the AoE explosion on the end of it as well. And every time you melee, you super attack, you deal damage in any way, shape, or form, you're getting that power ball cooldown time reduced. The Nappa call is insane. It's an AoE explosive for every fucking 18 seconds, which is fucking wild. Great for defending the STM, just great for crowd control in general. His Vanish Kicks, I don't have to tell you guys, or if I do, he has the best Vanish Kicks in the game. They're super fucking spammy. If you're getting jumped, you can kind of fucking teleport and like basically instant transmission across the fucking map. It's really, really insane. His just basic melee combo is the strongest in the game. It has a unique combo where you like melee and you do a kick at the end. It's really fucking good. He's just really good, dude. He's just really fucking good. Like, I generally don't know what else to say. I think he deserves his spot in S. I truly do. If you're putting him any lower than A, I think you're doing a disservice to that unit man or raider level. Let's talk level 3 Frieza. I think level 3 Frieza is A. I think he's been A pretty much in every tier list I've done. I just think, you know, he's great. You can kind of technically, I mean, not kind of technically, you can straight up counter his Ki Blast. Where the hell is he? There he is. Yeah, so he has the fastest Ki Blast in the game, to my knowledge. The most spammy Ki Blast in the game, to my knowledge. He has Break Strike combos like he did at level 2, except they're a little bit more deadly. The one you're going to be doing is Break Strike, Zarbon into Death Beam. Death Beam has a very, very short cooldown of 8 seconds. This super attack has caught me lacking, bro. Comes out very fucking quick, and sometimes it's hard to see coming. So if you're not aware of it, it can hit you sometimes, and it deals massive amounts of damage. Crazy Finger Shot is pretty fucking ass. I swear to God, it's like fucking Frieza has his eyes closed and he's fucking just shooting rapidly. Feels like half the time it misses. I don't know why it's so ass, but it's the worst volley in the game. And that's pretty much it. Just what carries him is his combo with Death Beam, his Ki Blast, and it's just that good. It's just that good. That's why he deserves A, in my opinion. It's pretty quick, but how I feel, bro. I never thought I would fucking see the day, dude. And honestly, if you were a fucking mouse and keyboard player, bro, you could argue this. I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling. Like, it is fucking... Dude, this guy used to be here. He used to be here. You genuinely, if you are mouse and keyboard, if you are a fucking, like, FPS pro with the flicks, you could argue that I'm so dead ass. I'm so dead ass. It is fucking crazy how much second form cell, level 3 cell has fucking moved up. Genuinely, you could argue Z. I'm putting him in S because I do think there is the skill gap, obviously, with the aim. But they fucking improved him massively. Adding the AoE explosions on his Kamehamehas saved this form. Fucking saved him. He has the volley, which is a 10-second volley, which is insane, is very, very good. Gravity impact is it's alright, it's whatever, it's a snipe, he has a snipe, but he has snipes with his fucking key blast anyway. He has after image, solar flare, which is, you know, a good combo for him. His, you know, I mean, his melee is just a normal melee, but it's really just his Kamehamehas, dude. It's really just his Kamehamehas, and then after image, I forgot to mention, it's just good for also traversal as well. Say if someone's like dusting you, you can use this to get across the map as well. But yeah, his key blast, 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 his key blast. They finally fixed it, and it's good. It's just, it's good now. Yes, you can dodge it, but if you lose lock-on range, if you're just really good with aim, I think you can fucking piece people up. He's definitely, you know, not a level 3 to sneeze at anymore. Alrighty, Super Boo. So, Super Boo, funnily enough, as this guy is now here, I think this guy, I used to easily not even had to think about it, wouldn't lose any sleep every single time. Z, 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 Z. Now I think he's S. I think he's S purely because of power creep. I think survivors are just stronger now. I still think he's very fucking strong. I think he is a force to be reckoned with. I think both of his super attacks are great. I low-key used to think his volley was better. I think Cell's volley might be a little bit better now. Ill Rain is really good. For some reason, it's one of the hardest super attacks to dodge. What holds this Raider back? No snipes. That is the one weakness in this kit. And I feel like in this day and age, you need a snipe. You need a snipe if people are working on, you know, the SDM. You could fire it like behind the SDM. People working on a key, getting a resin. If people are using grapple, you need a snipe. You need a snipe, and his key blasts, although they are very good, they are very spammy. I feel like you can outfly them pretty reliably at this point. But yeah, Super Boo he was borderline level 4. And the only reason why Kid Boo could be, like, considered better is just because he's a level 4 and you need to, like, you know, you need a level 4 yourself to melee him, right? And also, typically, when you get Super Boo, the game is practically over anyway, making it kind of like a rollover fest for Kid Boo, right? But he has Ill Bomber, which makes him go invisible, which is really fucking cool. You catch survivors off, you know, on surprise. You can use this, say, if you need, like, escape from a jumping. It does take a little bit of getting off, so it's not as consistent as you would like. But he does have a combo as well. Angry Shout, Vanish Kick, Volley, Angry Shout, Vanish Kick, Ill Rain, Angry Shout, Vanish Kick, Go Gum, whatever the fuck you want to do. You know, he's a monster, but I do think he has shown his age a little bit just because of power creep. Yeah, in the past, I can't stress it enough. When people got Super Boo, it was over. It was GG's. It just doesn't feel like that anymore, man. And I don't think it's Super Boo's fault. I think it's just a credit to how strong survivors have gotten. That's really it. All right. Let's go ahead and look at these other level 3s. I'll do the Gammas last. All right, Jason Birder. I feel like I gotta put him in C, man. Actually, no. What am I crazy? Yeah, I think I am crazy. Wait, not Nappa. Where's Raccoon? Okay. Oh, Raccoon's been in here. Okay. I think I gotta put him in C, dude. They're just too fucking squishy. They're just too fucking squishy, man. It's crazy. I feel like this one might be a little divisive. Like, but like, be honest with me. Is it any higher? Is it any higher than B? No. It depends if they have teamwork. That's fair. That's fair. But to be honest, I feel like, you know, people are using melee supers, but are they using melee supers like that? So their kid is like near perfect. Purple Comet Crash is really good. Gives you iframes for as long as the super is active and has decent tracking. Crusher Ball is a snipe plus a volley combined, which is pretty solid. He has laser key blasts, which are pretty good. He has the Birder Call, which is better now, but I just feel like they've been power crept, dude. I just feel like they've been fucking power crept. If they get caught twice, they're dead. Honestly, these days, if you get caught once, you're probably fucking dead as well. If you have teamwork, it can help because every time someone goes for a melee, it can knock somebody off. But if somebody stuns you and just uses a ranged super, it's not going to matter. And most people are using fucking Final Explosion anyway. These guys could probably only take fucking 2 Final Explosions and they're out of there. But yeah, I think Ginyu is just not in a good way anymore, man. They got to buff their health. They got to buff their health. It's crazy how these guys have fallen. It's crazy how these guys have fucking fallen. All right, so we have level 3 Broly. So Broly used to be pretty bad. I think he's probably. I don't want to put him at S. He's probably the top of A though. Is he better than Is he better than Vegeta? I feel like I'm being biased here. Is he better than Vegeta? Chat, what do you think? Chat, talk to me. All right, yeah, I thought about it. I talked about it with chat. I think he's A. I think he's A. He's definitely a lot better than he was. His Key Blasts are arguably a little bit better than level 2, believe it or not. I think they are, at least in my experience recently. I thought they were a little bit better at tracking. They used to be fucking awful when it came to that, and they were super easy to dodge. He has 2 Break Strikes now. One that gives him invulnerability, which is pretty cool, but has a long-ass cooldown. Both of his Break Strikes have really long cooldowns. His charge, believe it or not, actually got a little bit worse. And it stays worse, unfortunately. It's just slower. Has a bigger AoE, but the thing is, if you miss the survivor, that AoE doesn't actually come off. This super attack is very good, but has a massive fucking cooldown. As you guys have probably seen me and other raiders do, you can use Aura Trap to pull survivors in so they get hit by the blast that fall off of the barrier here. And Blaster Cannon is just a snipe. It's a snipe that doesn't have an AoE? That's kind of crazy to me. But yeah, I think he's just really good at crowd control. I think he's fairly good at crowd control, and if he gets jumped, he can take a beating. I mean, what saves him is his tankiness, 100%. He definitely belongs in A. Look, if he's B, he's top of B. Last but not least, we have the Gammas. Gammas 1 and 2. I think they're B at best, man. I want to put him at bottom of A. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't. Honestly, they're probably fucking worse than Baby. So if both Gammas are alive, they are going to be stronger. I wish they would describe it a little bit better here. Do they not like have a panel for them? That's weird. So stage 3 skills, super attacks and lines carry over from stage 1 to stage 2. The player's performance in stage 1 and 2 determines which Gamma one. Okay. Interesting. Gamma 2 is better than Gamma 1. IMO. I actually disagree. I used to think that. But I think Gamma 1 is better. In my opinion. Gamma 1 and 2 below level 2 Baby is kind of wild. That's just how I feel, bro. I think B is high. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's conflicted. But yeah, no, I think with them having Limit Burst, I think does help them. Having the 2 Break Strikes absolutely helps them. And I think Limit Burst is worth upgrading, man. The increased speed and the increased damage is very, very good in my opinion. It's really good at like, you know, closing the distance on survivors. I do think having Gamma 1 as your level 3 main Gamma is ideal. I just personally find his supers to be a little bit better. I like the AoE effects personally, but it's not like Gamma 2 is fucking awful either, right? But I do think they are at least a competent raider at level 3. It's just that that's just it. They're competent, but I wouldn't consider them very good. Honestly, they're probably lower. Yeah, they're probably here. Actually, yeah, they're probably like, you could argue this. I'm going to keep them there for now. That's just how I feel. Last but not least, we have Super Baby 2, who I think is A. I actually think is A. I think I've slept on Super Baby 2. I used to be of the opinion that I thought he was worse than Baby Vegeta, and you could argue in some aspects he is. I think what carries Super Baby 2 is his super attacks. They come out very fucking quick, and they have massive AoEs. And typically survivors are not going to be able to avoid them, and they deal a lot of damage. His Ki Blasts are really good. Reverse shot is okay. I mean, it's typically guaranteed damage. Most people aren't going to be dodging it. At this point, you would hope you would have a Servant or two. And he has his 2 Break Strikes, and his melee is pretty solid as well. I think A is fair for him. B, level 2 Baby is better than level 3 Baby. Tripping. Really? Then was I always right, bro? Was I always right? Is this what we do then? That feels wrong to me, Vibrator. That feels wrong to me. I don't know, man. It is true, supplies would be an issue, but it, like, I don't know. I mean, you could argue this. That just looks weird to me. I'm sorry. I'm doing this. You can argue that for sure. That just feels weird to me. I'm sticking with that for now. Maybe we'll change it later. All right. Now for the fucking level 4s. You guys have seen the memes. Whether it's been my channel, AKs, Lobos, whoever. We have Cell Match. We have Cell Match, dude. Actually, let me fucking spell this correctly. Magenta is fucking awful. He is the worst, like, design piece of a raider ever. It makes me actually fucking question if they play tested him, dude. He has the jetpack, which is legitimately the only fucking good move that he has. And you want to know how long of a cooldown it has? 50 seconds. You want to know how long it takes to kill Magenta? Probably 5. Probably 5 to 10 seconds. So, I don't know why the fuck this has such a long cooldown. It is actually absurd. Optical camouflage should be fucking instant. It should be a break strike. Because the only way you can use this is preemptively. If you use this and the survivors see you using this, you might as well not have even fucking used it. Because if you don't have your jetpack, you're just going to simply look around in the area where you use it, like in the same ballpark, and fucking find you. Because you only stay in Viz for a couple seconds. It's stupid, dude. It's fucking ass. Yeah, happy 2nd anniversary, dude. They like killed this raider with this fucking mechanic. It's a very cool, interesting mechanic. They fucking killed the raider. I can't even rate him. He's ass. He's terrible. He's F. All these guys are F, by the way. I guess since Larva. Larva, I guess, would be like D. But they're too fucking stupid for me to rate, so I'm not even gonna bother. All right. Oh yeah, Baby is the best level 4 in the game. I don't like. Does anybody even want to discuss that? Baby is the best level 4 in the game. He's fucking stupid. I don't know why they decided to give a giant raider. What the fuck did they give him? Greatly increases health when transformed into Great Ape. Fucking why? I think you recover health when you become a Great Ape as well. He has Vegeta super attacks. You can actually combo the stomp into the fucking super. I've legitimately maybe seen 1 Great Ape baby die in my entire fucking career. I don't know why. I don't know why, dude. I don't know why they made him so fucking stupid. Grade 8 Vegeta. I mean, he belongs in Z as well. I mean, basically, he's doing the same fucking things. I don't even really need to look at him. He literally has the same exact kit as Baby, minus the servants. He just gets hurt by his tail specifically. And he doesn't get that increased health. So, he's just a worse version of Baby as a grade 8. Boo is low-key, probably S. He's not a great level 4. It's just tough when you rate level 4s because they have that inherent advantage of, like, needing a level 4 to melee them. His Ki Blasts suck. They can actually be countered, believe it or not, like, pretty reliably. Assault Rain, you can just fucking casually jog. It's not a threat anymore. I don't know why they did that to it. Vanishing Ball is okay. But, again, I think it's just the inherent thing of him being a level 4. Honestly, I think he belongs in fucking S. I'm sorry. I think he does. I don't think he belongs in Z. I really don't. Cell Max. We'll do him last. Fusamasu is Z. Corrupted is Z. Probably above grade 8 Vegeta, just because of the 2 break strikes and being immune. I mean, we'll look at their kit. Where the fuck is he? Where is he? There he is. Yeah, so he has key detection, 20-second break strike, another break strike at 30 seconds, and he has a very good dash as well. Lighting of Absolution is pretty ass, and Blades of Judgment is actually pretty good, and after these hit somebody, when they explode, you can Vanish Kick into it as well. And then you get a Snipe there, and then what do you get at Corrupted? Just want to see. I forget what the hell it is at Corrupted. Okay, I think this is, you can use this as a break strike, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, okay, so you can sadly have 3 break strikes. Yeah, the only bad thing about Fusamasu isn't even his kit himself. Actually, Lighting of Absolution is ass, but it's cool as fuck. Yeah, his Ki Blasts are also kind of whatever. They're okay. I mean, now that dodge has been removed, it doesn't fucking matter. They basically just put a fucking band-aid on that. And it's just the super transfers. The super transfers are kind of fucking cracked. So that's the only way you would be realistically losing with Fusamasu. But I think they belong in Z. I've been conflicted about Frieza. I feel like he's kind of showing his age. I want to put him in S, personally. I personally do. But they're probably just the bottom of Z. These guys are probably just the bottom of Z. I do think they're the weaker level 4s. Cell and Frieza, but let's look at Frieza really quick. So, he has a Break Strike. His Break Strike deals a lot of damage. He, again, still has his combo. You Break Strike, Vanish Kick, Zarbon, and then you can do the Death Slash, which has a really short cooldown. What's cool about this super is that it goes through walls and shit. So if someone's hiding in a cave, you could pop this. If someone is on the STM, you could pop this. This planet will die. Fucking sucks. Hot wee wee. I don't know why they have never touched this. It's ass. Please make it better. Just why? Make it fucking better. It's ass. The only time this is ever going to be usable if somebody is summoning, you can throw this on the summon. That's it. That's the only time it's actually fucking realistically usable. That's it. That's it. There's no other time that it's actually, you know, has some purpose that it serves. Cell is basically the fucking same. Except his Ki Blast can be countered. And he has Energy Barrier now, which is, I think, very slept on. It is a good thing for crowd control. And then Perfect Kamehameha, again, is fucking ass. Sucks hot wee wee. Please fix this. Only good for stopping summons. And then all clear is essentially Super Electric Strike, just given the cell. It's okay. It's okay. You can instant rise, descent, and dodge this. It's okay. He has very spammy Ki Blast as well with like a fat like AoE explosion, but he's aight. He's aight. Ginyu, honestly, is probably fucking A. I'm being so dead ass. I just truly think the fucking Ginyu Force has fallen off so crazy. I really do. I really fucking do. So let's go ahead and look at Ginyu. I mean, dude, if Jason Birdo are dead, If everybody's dead, like he's in here. I'm so serious. With Jason Birder up, I think he belongs in here. I think he belongs in here. Yeah, Ginyu is falling off fucking, like, drastically. So, break strike, 30 seconds. And then he has the teamwork thing. So, if people melee him, he'll knock him off. But, like, you're not going to be meleeing him anyway, unless you're doing a melee super. But now they changed it to where teamwork doesn't activate when you use, like a one-hit melee. Which is kind of not good. Maybe? I don't know. And then Strong Jersey is his dash. And then Power Level Boost does give you some iframes. You get like a damage boost, speed boost, and shit. Body Change can be good. You can get some confirms off of this on Teamwork, I believe. But it is pretty difficult to time it. Forget, there is some cheese to this that you can do. Maybe someone goes for a melee or something. Oh, yeah. So the cheese is you power level boost when someone goes for a melee, so they whiff, and then you body change. That's essentially what you do. But if you're fighting again, you just don't want to be by him anyway, so that way you avoid this. Milky Cannon is pretty fucking mid without Jason Birder. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. I mean, his health is also decreased, you know, drastically without Goldo. And, you know, with how easy it is to kill the other members, the likelihood of you being able to take advantage of all the buffs at level 4 is getting less and less and less and less likely. Fuck me, man. I really would have put him in B, but it is crazy. I won't. Broly level 4, I think, is Z. Probably above these guys, just because although I do think their kit might be slightly better, his super transfer he has to go up against is a lot weaker. For whatever reason, I don't know why. But yeah, Broly has Gigantic Roar, which is one of the best instant AoE killing moves in the fucking game. It's very, very quick. Blaster Cannon is a snipe. Again, I don't know why his shit doesn't have AoEs at the end of it. But he has Gigantic Power and Omega Blaster. It's essentially his super attack from level 3, and then you can pull in with Aura Trap. His Ki Blaster also very good as well. He's just very good for team fights and whatnot. Yeah, I think he's, you know, level 4. I low-key want to put Cellmax in S, dude. I deadass do. But he's probably Z. He's probably Z. He's probably better than these guys. It's just that his super transfer is really fucking insane. If there's like a really good Orange Piccolo, you could potentially have your brother is not Z, now he S. Deadass chat? Is that what we're thinking? Because I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed. I'm deadass not opposed. If you guys think he belongs in S, I'm so fucking down. He's S if you ignore all the way you evolve into him. Z. Yeah, I do think Giant Piccolo does hold him back. I'm down for this. I'm down for this. I mean, we'll talk about his kit. I mean, if you want to argue this, that's fair. But I no lower than A for sure. So yeah, let's. Oh, sorry, I was moving this shit. You guys didn't get to see. My bad. But yeah, let's look at his kit. Eye Blast is not bad, but you can dodge it. Max Barrier, this should be much, much fucking shorter, bro. This is disgusting that it's only 90 seconds. This should at least be fucking 60, dude. Max Scan is pretty good. It comes out near instant, very hard to dodge. Max Dash is, I mean, doesn't, like, it's alright. Excessive Time can help out, but I don't think it's fucking, like, insane. And then Purge Stream is like only good in my opinion, like interrupting summons. Like it can hit, but it's not fucking insane. Max Charge is literally like your only reliable option of dealing massive damage against Orange Piccolo. If he dodges that, like I just feel my wee-wee retract into my body. Like I get so sad because like this is legit the best move you have as Cell Max, which is fucking crazy. Like he has a lot of cool moves, but they just don't feel that oppressive. In my opinion, I feel like this should be 60 seconds at least, dude. At least. He only has one fucking break strike. And then if you break his fucking, his knockback gauge, he's like, for like fucking 10 years. Like, at least make it 60. So yeah, I think S is fair. I think S is fair. Yeah, y'all. I think that's it. I think that's it. I'm pretty happy with this tier list. I don't think we have anybody in any tier that's like actually fucking insane. I saw somebody even argue this guy to put him in Z. I think that's low-key fair. I feel like that feels right. Low-key feels fucking right. Like, but the only reason why I'm not is because I feel like that is a skill gap thing. If you're like a crazy like shot, 100% I could argue that. But I think for the average player, this makes a little bit more sense to me. The Gammas, I'm sorry, this is where they belong. I think if you wanted to argue him in A, you could do it. It just feels weird to me. These guys feel fine. These guys feel fine to me. Yeah, I think this is good. I'm very happy with this tier list. I'm gonna take any final thoughts. Level 3 Cell is top S. IMO, his sniping ability is insane. That's fair. I mean, I'm not going to get super pressed about the order, but I think he definitely belongs in S. But yeah. Vegeta better than Fused? I do think Vegeta is very slept on. It's just that Zamasu is a little bit better in a jumping situation where Vegeta, like, if he gets caught once, he has a break strike, and after that, like, you know, he can get kind of pounded on. But to be fair, when Vegeta when there's a level 3 Vegeta and the SDM is not out, it feels like game over. Am I wrong? It feels like game over to me. Because you can't, like, kill him like you used to. He used to be squishier. So, like, honestly, maybe he does belong to be higher. But I feel good about this tier list. I'm not going to move anybody around. If you guys want to make your own tier list, I'll try to include the link, if I remember, in the description below. I'm happy about this list. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Comment down below your thoughts. If you think I have any crazy picks, if someone should be moved up, someone should be moved down, if you would like adjust the order. I typically don't get super fucking anal about the order. With that being said, y'all, that's going to be the video. Subscribe to our Ironcane channel for more videos like these, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Take care, stay safe, have fun. Peace out, dude. Peace out.